Hello everyone, how was your day? I'm exhausted today, but my wife gets home in an hour, so it's time to hustle in the kitchen. Tonight's menu is tailored for her diet: tofu-stuffed fried bean curd pockets, pan-seared beef flank steak, and grilled mushrooms. First, I'll get some water boiling to blanch the tofu. While that's heating up, I'm going to thoroughly wash the garlic, mushrooms, and the leftover boiled broccoli from yesterday. That will go perfectly with the steak. Instead of slicing the mushrooms thickly, I'm going to score them with light cuts. This helps the rich butter seep into them much better. Just as I finished prepping the veggies, the water started boiling. I'll drop the whole block of tofu in and let it boil for about 10 minutes. Uh-oh. Dynamic water control failure. I think I poured way too much water. This is the cut of flank steak we're using today. Look at that quality. Before searing, I'm going to season the steak with a bit of salt and pepper. I'll make sure to get both sides covered thoroughly. Right as I'm finishing the seasoning, the tofu looks perfectly done, so let's take it out. Surprisingly, everything is falling into place with perfect timing today. Usually, I'm rushing around like crazy, wishing I had an extra pair of hands. Wow, this is unexpectedly heavy. Let's take it out very carefully so it doesn't break. I'll leave the tofu to cool at room temperature for a bit and get everything ready to sear the steak. Just drizzling some olive oil and tossing in the butter, then I'll go check on the tofu. Tofu Yubu-chobap actually takes quite a bit of effort and prep time, so I better knock this out first. I bet this menu might look pretty unfamiliar or unique to some of you. Just like you would season regular rice, I'm going to season the tofu the exact same way. Now, let's mash the tofu and mix it all together smoothly. The process is pretty much the same as making regular Yubu-chobap. The only difference is replacing rice with tofu. Pump up the protein, cut down the carbs. Since my wife is watching what she eats lately, I put this together for her. Alright, everything looks ready. Now all that's left is to stuff the tofu into the bean curd pockets. I'll grab a good handful of tofu and gently pack it in. And from here on out, it's just repetition. My back is starting to ache and my shoulders feel so stiff. Wow, I'm finally done. You can just eat the leftover tofu filling as is, or it's also delicious if you mix in a little egg and pan fry it. Now, let's hurry up and get this meat cooking. I'll place the prepped frying pan on the induction cooktop and turn up the heat. Once the butter starts to melt, I'm going to sear the seasoned steak to baste it in that rich butter flavor and get it beautifully golden brown. Once the steak is cooked to a certain point, I'll clear a spot on one side of the pan to toss in the garlic, broccoli and mushrooms. They're going to soak up all those amazing juices. The mushrooms look like they need a bit more butter to cook properly, so I'm going to slide an extra pat of butter right into that side of the pan. Alright, I can finally see the finish line. For dessert, I'm going to prep some Korean melon. Have you guys ever seen one of these before? It's a fruit I ate all the time as a kid. My mom used to buy them a lot, so looking at it brings back so many childhood memories. I saw them at the market today for the first time in ages, and I just had to pick some up, though it feels like they've gotten a lot smaller compared to back then. Time to turn off the heat and plate the steak we let rest. The butter aroma is absolutely incredible. I just know my wife is gonna love this. All done. Dinner's ready, honey.